Talking about dying can be very difficult. It makes people feel uncomfortable. It seems easier to ignore. But it's important to talk, to ask questions, to listen, and to know what our loved ones would like when death comes. Talking about dying before you need to can help you and the people around you to be able to accept and talk naturally about fears and wishes. It gives everyone the chance to share their worries. When we talk, we have the chance to make informed choices together. Everyone will know what you want around food, drink, dignity and pain relief, and what physical changes to expect and why these might happen. Children are very much a part of loss, but they are often overlooked. Some adults think they are protecting children from grown-up worries. Grandparents often have a special relationship with their grandchildren, but some parents discourage any discussions about death and loss. But the truth is usually less scary than a child's imagination. From speaking to older people, we know that they find it easier to speak to their peers about death and dying than with their younger friends and relatives. We've heard from people who have experienced a death that they wish they had been more prepared, particularly what to expect around physical changes, what to ask doctors and nurses, and how to raise concerns and ask questions about their care. People worry about starting conversations that might upset or offend. Often we may be frightened about what we may hear and how we will react. We might feel awkward about mentioning losing dignity, toilet issues and washing. Sometimes if a friend or relative have died, it makes us all think about our own lives and futures. It could be because of a terminal diagnosis or a change to a general health issue. This will sometimes make us wonder, how will everyone cope without me? How will I cope without them? What about my pet, my grandchild? How can I talk about my guilt or shame about something that's happened in the past? Why can't my daughter accept that I am dying? How can I tell my family I want to stop treatment? If you are thinking about these issues, it's very probable that others are too. We all have concerns about being brave and pretending it's okay when it's not. We often worry about how others will feel. We all have worries about not doing the right thing, not knowing what to expect, or understanding the care, or being able to speak out. All of these feelings are very normal and good to share. Talking in the normal way will almost always work. Remember, humour has an important place even in death. There are no right or wrong ways to talk. It will be different for us all. Leading questions can help conversations to develop. Some people will die at home, some in hospitals and hospices. Doctors and nurses are there to help and will support dignity and keep the dying person comfortable and pain-free, and reassure relatives and friends. There may be times when staff do not explain the care plan or the physical changes to be expected in a way that relatives and friends can understand. This is an important issue, as sometimes these anxieties may make friends and relatives appear rude and difficult, and staff may be perceived as uncaring and matter-of-fact. Having easy-to-understand conversations will make sure everyone knows what is going to happen and why. Sometimes as people come to the end of their life, they may be unresponsive. The sound of the noisy breathing is like snoring. It doesn't tend to disturb the person, but more those around them. They will still be able to hear and will find comfort in your voice and touch. Hold their hand and say whatever you need to. Tears are okay, they don't need to be hidden. They're part of the goodbye. The expected death of a loved one is not an emergency. Nothing needs to be done in a hurry. Take some time. Give everyone the opportunity to do what's right for them. Remember, we will all have our own way of grieving. Try not to judge.